A few months ago, Nintendo announced that the Nintendo eShop won't continue working the same way it had been doing it, at least not for all the 3DS family systems. They said it was no longer going to be possible to make purchases for all of these consoles after late March 2023. This news really made me worry because, to be honest, even after so many years since its release in 2011, the 3DS has been one of my favorite consoles, and until the last few years, I continued buying titles from the store to keep having some fun with it. I know that we could still be able to buy some titles as second-handed, but for me, there was nothing like seeing the game icon on my 3DS home screen. Anyways, in this video, I'm sharing with you the list of Nintendo 3DS games I consider very worth playing still in 2022. I'm gonna start with a game I consider revolutionary. It is ICARUS UPRISING. Since it was released, I was really excited to finally have a 3D game that had Pit in it. This is a pretty fun shooter game that uses and combines some of the best features that the console has to offer. The gameplay is something unique because of the way you have to control your characters to advance through the different sky and ground levels. The story is entertaining and fun to replay all the time. If there was a Pokemon game that became a breaking point for the franchise, it was definitely Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. With this title, Nintendo finally gave the great jump from 2D games until 3D graphic designs. X and Y are one of my favorite ways to enjoy Pokemon. It has a great story, cool features from past titles, amazing characters, and my favorite thing, customization. This is totally one of the best Pokemon games of them all. One of my favorite franchises of all time is Kingdom Hearts, and Dream Drop Distance is one of the few games I think better takes advantage of the system. You get to play as Sora and Riku in this adventure, and you have to travel between dreams and time to be able to awaken the 7 sleeping worlds that are covered in darkness and nightmare. I really recommend you play it. A title that improved the way racing games work was Mario Kart 7. It was definitely amazing to ride a kart on the ground, underwater, and among the sky, all in 3D. It has really cool cups with new and old stages from past games that will never become old. I would have liked to have more characters or at least motorcycles for this title, but what we got was still pretty good. I love this Mario Kart version. You won't let me lie, we all know that one of the best fighting/crossover games in time is Smash Bros, and being able to play this game on a portable console is really amazing. We can choose among a lot of characters, stages, and ways and rules to fight just how you want it. Also, this game was released at the same time for the Wii U, and if you had the game in both consoles, you were able to play using the 3DS as another controller for the Wii U. That was actually pretty cool. I know that Resident Evil has already a lot of the Mercenaries versions among their last games, from Resident Evil 4 until the last Resident Evil 8 Village, but to be honest, the one I consider the best, smoothest, and most entertaining is Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D. You can play as 8 of the main characters of the franchise, except for Leon S. Kennedy, and choose over 30 levels with different missions in each one. I still play this game nowadays and I don't think I'll stop soon. The replayability is endless. Nintendo had the great idea of making remakes of their Pokemon games years ago, but they always wanted to make remakes that had something relevant and new to show to the players. Not just copy and paste the past version like others do, but something actually innovating. Thankfully, they did with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In this amazing story, you'll have to fight against Team Magma or Team Aqua to make sure they don't change the world forever for their own evil purposes. You should totally try it out. I know that maybe many of you already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is one of the best games of all time. It is a masterpiece of darkness, melancholy, and even a little bit of sadness. It is possible that you would never get to be there to help everyone you want to heal, or finish with all the tasks that you have to deal with. At the end, you get a really magical sensation of emotional impotence because of all the events young Link had to deal with through his journey. This is a must-play for everyone. After the marvelous experience Animal Crossing New Horizons was in 2020 for the Nintendo Switch, I had to try a game that I hadn't bought before until just a few months ago, and that I actually enjoyed a lot. Animal Crossing New Leaf is a completely new experience even if you played New Horizons first. In the beginning, you arrive to a new town to be named the mayor of it by accident. It'll be your responsibility to make of your town a better and fun place for living for you and your villagers, as you accomplish tasks in your way that'll help you improve every skill. The concept is really cute and I had a lot of good times playing it. Now, among of all the Pokemon titles, there is one specific that I really loved and enjoyed playing even more than 3 times. I'm talking about Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. For me, this was the Pokemon game that really changed in a big way from its previous siblings. The design of the characters, the personality, the story, the island challenges, the soundtrack, the customization again, and more made of this 3DS game title an amazing and enjoyable experience even if you play it and replay it over again. I'm pretty sure many of you know that The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is a masterpiece, and yeah, it is. But I have to confess something. The first time I ever played this game was on my Nintendo 3DS, and it was one of the most fantastic experiences I had with my console. The improvement in the design of the characters, the colors, the textures, the 3DS features, everything works in perfect harmony to make of this remasterization or remake, I don't know, one of the best games not just of this console, but in general. I'm pretty sure you already played this title, but if you haven't, well, what are you waiting for? And finally, let's talk about, I'm not exaggerating at all, but my favorite game of them all, and the one that introduced me to my favorite video game franchise and the thrilling feeling of survival horror/action games. Guys, when I first played the demo of this game, I knew that the Nintendo 3DS was very powerful. I know it isn't perfect, but guys, just look at the detail of every single aspect of this game, and really, the quality is just unbelievable. It is an amazing story with wonderful characters such as Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield back together in a horrifying adventure in the middle of the Mediterranean Ocean. I can assure you, I've played this game over 80 times, and still, even when I can play this on my Nintendo Switch or Xbox One, I keep preferring the 3DS version, which was in fact the original one. I really love this game, and to be honest, I think you should try it.
Where are you, Chris?
And well guys, that was it for the list I made for all the games I personally think are still pretty worth playing on the Nintendo 3DS, and that if you try out, you won't regret doing it. I really hope you liked and enjoyed this video as much as I did making this list. Also, go check out the video I made about some of the best DS games a few months ago. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment down below all those games that you consider essentials playing on this console. Thank you very much, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye bye!